one. I thought well, I've often watched people in their RC areas, and sometimes you wonder what kind of a setup they have. So I thought I'd show you mine again. I think I had a video a while back, but here's my nice reclining chair where I can sit and think about RCs. Canadian, of course. I got my Geddy Lee book to read. There's I've been filling some holes in walls. I got to repaint it. Obviously, Nil Peart from Rush. Here's where I do all my stuff. You guys have seen that. And then I thought I'd go through my collection real quick. And I know some people comment and say that I'm a small scale guy and budget this and all that, but I've actually got a wide range of RCs, as you can see. So when they talk about the budget stuff, yes, I've got my CXD, my Delica there. Then I go over, but I've got some, so this is my Axial with an Endura bug body. There's my Red Cat Ascent. Then I go into my Hobby Plus, FMS stuff. So here is all my smaller stuff that I've got. You can see the FMS, there's the All-Star Hobby. It comes under a different few names. HB Toys, I got another Red Cat. Obviously, the lighting's not the greatest, but FMS, Easy RC, there's Traxxas, and then I got these guys down here. So another FMS, the Land Rover, that's a CX or LDRC, I believe that one is. And then I got my two Jeeps. The one I kind of modified and the other one I left pretty much the same. And these go from 124 to 118 to 112. And I think I've got some 116 scale, which I think are FMS over here on the side. Then you come here and I've got some big guys. So they're 110, obviously Traxxas TRX 4 Sport, Traxxas TRX 4 High Trail. I just put new wheels on him. I had these smaller ones. Actually, I had wheels like this on them. So I had the 1.9s, and being the High Trail, I went and got some 2.2 inch rims, and I've got I think these are either a 4.75 or 5 inch tire. I can't remember. Same as the stock height. These are the Canyon Trails, the stock Canyon Trails on this, and these are the same type. I think they're actually a tiny bit bigger, maybe a 5 millimeters, but it is what it is. I think it's gonna look good with that. And then again, another 110, my Red Cat, FMS 110. Go up here, I've got some extra bodies and some Tonka toys. We've got my Kyosho, and I cannot remember which scale that is, but it's big. Then I've got obviously my Red Cat COE hauler. That's huge. I've got my Atlas. It's the Rock Hobby. I've also put new wheels on this. I had the same 1.9s originally that are on here. And I got these All-Star Hobby tires and threw those on with a 2.2 inch rim. So I think that looks pretty cool on that. So there's a 110 scale. Here's a 110. This is my Danchi Ridge Rock. Here's the RGT Bronco that they call a 110 scale. And now you're getting into obviously I think that's 112. I've got my FMS guys there that are 116s. WPL, I should say. Then you get into some more of the FMSs. I think they call these guys 110s, but they're really small 110s. There's another tiny guy. If anybody has seen the SCX 30, the new Axial ones that come out, this is a 124 scale, so it's a tiny bit bigger. But if you wanted to get bang for your buck, this thing has a metal body, all the doors open, the hood opens. It comes with metal drive shafts. It comes with the nice shocks, metal gears, all that stuff. It's got a little fake brake pad in there. But if you wanted to get one of those, that's the, oh Christ, what is that again? Pinecone. Pinecone Forest. It comes in green as well, but that's a really cool rig if you wanted something like, it's got all the lights, turn signals on it. So, and you'll get this for 60 or 80 bucks compared to 100 bucks for the SCX30. Get in here, it's dark under here, but I got my MNs. And all these two, I took out the electronics and I've replaced them with the, oh Christ, Outlander, I think it was, the Outlander. You get them on AliExpress, 30 something bucks for the whole kit. And you get a receiver, ESC, plus a brushless motor. Now, the one thing I don't like is these things are loud. So MN has a scream to begin with. It's this high whine in their motors, but these things, they are loud for some reason. One of my faves, another Rock Hobby, obviously the People's Car I got in there. And then if I go down here, I've got some of my military stuff from FMS. I've got a tank under there with my rip saw on top of it, another FMS, and then I've got my, how do you pronounce these guys? Huina or whatever it is. I got this guy with the grapple hook on there and everything. Another MN, and then that's just the Amazon cheapy thing that just rips like crazy. And then like everybody else, I've got all my drawers of stuff. I've got stuff under here, stuff under here, stuff under here. It's just, you just tend to keep everything you've ever gotten and take off. And these, I'm planning on creating some sort of indoor hill with this stuff, so I've kept it. However, I've done this before and then I end up throwing it away when I just don't have any patience with it. And then here I've got batteries and chargers in there, and then here are all the transmitters, and then I've got this guy with the upgraded wheels that I put on. That's the LDRC, no, what is it? JJRC. This Unimog, this thing runs really well. And then Stay Small is gonna like this. I've got my Huey helicopter that I haven't had the patience to really fly, but I will. And then as you guys can see, I've got some, these are the stock tires from the Danshi. These are the tires that I took off the Power Wagon as well, or the Austar, not Austar, the Rock Hobby Atlas. And these were the ones that were on my Traxxas High Trail. So I've got some extra sets now. And these are just the stock tires. Sometimes I use these as stands, so if I get any big vehicles, I can put them on here and then the shocks aren't compressed all the time. And then I made a mistake and I ordered some 1.9 inch Enduro wheels when, if you go back here, I needed 2.2 inch for this guy. And over there back on my Traxxas, I needed 2.2 inch. So here's my predicament, and I'm sure you guys can all feel sorry for me. I've now got 2 full sets of wheels that are weighted. I use the car weights on the inside. I've got these rims, so obviously, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna put my Kiss guy is up here. Ace Frehley passed away yesterday. Yeah, so my predicament is that I now have wheels that have no home. So technically I should be buying a few RCs that would take a 1.9 inch wheel. So if anybody has any recommendations, I'd appreciate it. And here's just the side of my desk that is normally just full of crap, but I cleaned it up. Okay, so that's it. This is where everything happens. That is my collection. Yes, I'll be painting that wall. That's it. All right, guys, like, subscribe, share, and obviously comment. That's the one thing I like the best. I think I'm at about 940 subscribers. So if any of you know 60 people who want to subscribe to get me to 1,000, that'd be great. Why I want to get to 1,000, I don't know. It's just a number. It's kind of cool that 940 people seem to like what I'm posting. So I think 1,000 would be pretty cool. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Talk soon. And let's be kind to each other.